Have you ever felt like there's a battle happening inside your own head, a fight for your focus that, let's be honest, you feel like you're losing more and more every single day? Well, you're not imagining it.
It all starts with this feeling, a feeling author Johann Hari put into words perfectly. He just realized one day, I was losing my ability to be present. You know that feeling, right? You're with people you love, but part of your brain is somewhere else. It's already waiting for that next ping, that next little buzz from your pocket. And this number, this might just explain why. 2,617. One study found that's how many times, on average, we touch our phones. Every single day. Think about that. It's not even a choice anymore. It's just a constant, reflexive twitch.
So yeah, this brings us to this idea of our fractured attention. And the most important thing I want you to take away from this is that if you're feeling this way, you are absolutely not alone. It is not just you.
I mean, listen to this quote. It's from Professor Roy Baumeister. This is one of the world's top experts on willpower. He literally wrote the book on self-control. And even he admits, I'm feeling like my control over my attention is weaker than it used to be. When that guy says it, you know we're all facing a massive problem.
Now, this whole trend isn't entirely new. Our collective attention has actually been shrinking for over a century. But the internet? Oh, it's put this thing into hyperdrive. Just look at Twitter. In 2013, a top hashtag would stick around for about 17.5 hours. Just 3 years later, it was down to less than 12. As one scientist put it, we're all just drinking from a fire hose of information now.
So what's the big deal? What actually gets lost in this constant flood of information? Well, the answer is depth. Real, deep thinking. That takes time. It takes quiet. It takes focus. And in a world where we're constantly scanning and switching, our thoughts are just forced to stay on the surface. We're just skimming.
But here's the crucial part. This constant state of distraction, it's not some random accident of modern life. No, our digital habits are carefully, meticulously engineered. Our attention is being captured completely by design.
And this is the blueprint they use to do it. It's called the hook model. It's so simple, it's brilliant. It starts with a trigger, that little buzz in your pocket. That makes you take an action. You open the app, you start scrolling. Then comes the magic ingredient, a variable reward. It's basically a slot machine for content. You never know if the next scroll is going to be a great photo, a funny meme, or an angry comment. That unpredictability, that's what gets you addicted. And finally, you make a tiny investment, a like, a comment, which just reloads the trigger for next time, and the loop just keeps on spinning.
And that endless loop creates a behavior that researchers now have a name for, dopamine scrolling. Sound familiar? It's that mindless, almost unconscious search for the next little dopamine hit of something new, all driven by that slot machine reward system we just talked about.
So you have to ask, why is this hook model literally everywhere? To understand that, you have to pull back the curtain and look at the business model that fuels this entire system. It's called the attention economy.
And this quote from Tristan Harris, a former Google design ethicist, just says it all. It's so simple, it's chilling. Your distraction is their fuel. It's a zero-sum game. The longer they can keep you scrolling, the more ads they can show you, the more data they can scrape. For them to win, your focus has to lose.
And this is how they do it. It's kind of creepy. Oza Raskin, another insider, describes it like this. Deep inside their servers, these companies build a predictive model of you, a little digital avatar. He calls it a voodoo doll. And they just poke and prod that little doll, testing thousands of things against it to see what makes it twitch. They are literally learning in real time exactly how to manipulate your real-world behavior.
So, how does the algorithm use that little voodoo doll to keep your eyes glued to the screen? Well, it exploits a basic glitch in our human programming, negativity bias. We are hardwired to pay way more attention to threats and anger than to anything positive. The algorithms figured this out. They learn what makes you personally outraged, and then they feed you a steady diet of it, because nothing keeps us engaged like anger.
And don't just take my word for it. This isn't a secret. An internal Facebook report was leaked, and their own scientists were brutally honest about it. They concluded, our algorithms exploit the human brain's attraction to divisiveness. They know exactly what they're doing.
Okay, so we know this digital bombardment is messing with our psychology, but it goes way deeper than that. It's taking a measurable, physical toll on the actual structure of our brains.
First, let's just get this out of the way. We need to completely debunk the myth of multitasking. Humans can't do it. It's a fantasy. What our brains are actually doing is something called task switching, We're just juggling our focus back and forth incredibly fast. But here's the catch. Every single switch comes with a price tag. It's called a switch cost effect, and it slows us down and makes us way more likely to make mistakes.
And that cost is just staggering. One incredible study found that the constant interruptions from emails and notifications caused a 10-point drop in workers' IQs. To put that in perspective for you, that is double the cognitive hit you get from smoking cannabis. Let that sink in.
Now, over a long period of time, this can lead to a condition that some neuroscientists are starting to call digital dementia. Now, it's not an official diagnosis yet, but it describes a very real pattern of cognitive decline. Poorer memory, worse attention, all tied directly to the overuse of our gadgets.
And we can actually see this happening. This isn't just a theory. In MRI scans, you can see physical evidence. Heavy smartphone use is being linked to reduced gray matter density in really crucial parts of the brain, like the prefrontal cortex, which handles decision-making, and the hippocampus, which is vital for memory. The best way to describe it is mental atrophy. Our brain is like a muscle, and we are letting it waste away.
And just when you think things couldn't get any more intense, we have to talk about what's just around the corner. Because the future of distraction is being built right now with AI, and it's creating a whole new frontier in this attention crisis.
There's a key concept you have to understand here. It's called supernormal stimulus. Basically, these are artificial experiences engineered by AI that are specifically designed to trigger our human psychological responses way more intensely than anything you could ever find in the real world. Think of it as the hook model on super steroids.
And just take a look at what this future might look like. We're talking about AI companions that offer perfectly calibrated relationships with none of the messiness of real people. Virtual worlds that can provide an endless stream of peak experiences, making your normal life feel, well, boring in comparison. These systems can hijack our most basic human drives for love, for connection, for achievement.
And that leaves all of us with a really profound and honestly a pretty unsettling question for our future. As these AI technologies get better and better, more seductive, why would you strive for difficult, real-world achievements when an AI can just give you a perfect simulation of success and satisfaction right on demand?